This is my SAVI
And this
story.
is my SAVI story.
This is my SAVI story.
Presented by Seven Figure Flipping.
Absolutely not. No, it was kind of hard. I mean, there was a lot, right? Especially because my transition was kind of done in 3 months. It was a fire hose of information for me. I think the TAPS class, the TGPS class that I went to was really good. It had a lot of information. I think that a 2-week course would have been a little bit, better and easier to digest. But I understand the reason why they want to compact into that week is because there's a lot of stuff going on, and sometimes it's really hard to take, people away from command for that long, for a whole week. So, but a lot of good information. Just no, I definitely didn't understand everything.
I felt at the time that I'd had a general understanding of the resources and things that were available to me. I had enough preparation time, but where Savvy Bits filled in is, filling in those details. I think another challenge that veterans are going to face is, establishing a new routine. You don't have to be at a meeting. You don't have to meet PT. You don't have to be at work at a certain time. You really have to be an entrepreneur, your own CEO, and establish a routine. And that was very challenging for me. So having Savvy Bits kind of fill in the gaps as far as like providing me with resources for yoga and explaining and expanding on some of the benefits themselves, especially for accommodations, for, your education, even for work. Those are things that I never really took time to consider. And I was glad that Savvy Bits was there to fill in those gaps and really show me, what's available to me and how that's going to help me establish a routine.
I think with the help of Savvy, yes. When Adrienne reached out to me, she definitely opened up a lot of experiences, a lot of resources that I had no idea were available. So in that regard, absolutely, Savvy was a key component to me preparing to get out, providing those resources.
I did not understand all the benefits and resources that were available to me. I thought I did until I actually started trying to go through the process. And then I quickly realized that I knew absolutely nothing. And you kind of hear VA, for example, and you throw it into this general umbrella. So you're like, okay, I know I need to go to the VA. But then you don't really know, like, okay, I go there and you just expect like them to like be like, hey, here's all the answers to all the questions you have. And it was like, okay, well, you have to go to this division for this, and then you got to go here for this, and then don't forget to bring this, and then make sure you bring that. And then, of course, you hear 15 different versions of the one thing that you already heard. So I was just like, I don't know, who do I call and where? Yeah. So I was extremely confused. And it was a lot of just trial and error. I felt like I felt a little bit like a guinea pig, like, let me try this out and see what the response is for today and hope that it's not different tomorrow. And then eventually, you try it enough and fail enough that you start to figure out, okay, that's not the right way to do it. Let me try something else. So in short, I was very confused. I was very tired by the lifestyle. So I wanted to not only transition from the military, but transition into something new. And the something new was the big question mark. Like, what is that something new? How do you take, again, my limited perspective then, how do I take a law enforcement security experience and apply that to something that's not law enforcement and security. And especially with the pressures of, well, hey, guess what? Your paycheck is about to stop. That first and the 15th is no longer going to be there. So now the dream job, the dream career that's already complicated to try to figure out becomes completely irrelevant because you just need to get a job.